How are you?
I'm doing well.
Are you having fun?
Yes, sir. A lot of interviews.
Tell me some stories. What are the best questions you've had so far?
The most common question is, how do you feel about having a tougher schedule?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a good question. I heard it like 15 times, but that's the most common question.
Yeah, I get it. Let me ask you about your health. It was obviously we're in Jacksonville, so we were there, and it was, I know it was bizarre for you.
Mm-hmm.
Foot slipped on the turf, and you injured your knee in pregame. It kind of, we all were like, wow. So take me back. What happened, and how are you now? Let's start with how it happened.
Oh, yes, sir. So, like you said, it was bizarre for me as well. I was just making a routine plan in pregame. I do it every day. It's routine for me, and I guess some unfortunate just happened, and I dislocated my patella and MPFL ligament, and I had to get surgery on that, and yeah, it's been good.
But you played.
Since. Oh, yes, sir.
You dislocated your patella, and the TV broadcast said they showed it, and then you played.
That's hardcore, man.
You played through it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was it like playing through it against, by the way, one of the best teams in the country?
Yeah, it was a little difficult. I felt like a peg leg pirate, as some may say. But it was still an experience. I playing through that injury and not being 100%, but just my teammates helping me along the way. Like, come on, like I know you can do it, but you don't have to be out here. And I still want to be out there for them. So it was definitely an experience to go through.
So Shemar, you look bigger. Have you put on weight?
I just turned some fat into some muscle.
You look good, man.
You converted the weight.
You look good. So defensively, we've talked to a couple defensive players, over the last couple months. What does Ron Roberts bring to the defense, and how much different will you guys be this year?
Yes, sir. He brings experience because he's seen a lot. He's been coaching for a while. He brings experience and most definitely just his knowledge of the game. When we see certain formations, certain sets, like he'll pause it and be like, what do you think's coming here? And we'll give him his answer. And he'll be like, actually, this is because of this and this. And I feel like that's going to give us a step ahead of the competition because we have a coach that's leading us in the right direction.
I can tell you one of the reasons I think you struggled defensively last year is the injury to you. I think you're the best defensive player on the team. But the team did struggle defensively. It was a tough year defensively. I think we all know that. Why will you guys be better defensively this year?
We'll be better defensively this year because we'll be able to tackle better. When you play defense, you have to tackle. And, we've been emphasizing that. Like, as you may see, like our DBs in the spring, they're tackling a lot better. So we emphasize tackling and overall communication because you got to make sure we're on the same page to play fast.
Now, do you guys, Shemar, you've seen what's happened the last few years on defense with this program. Do you guys take that personally right now? Like, it's time to change this thing around right now.
Yes, sir. I feel like the defense from the years that the past 2 years that I've been here, I feel like the defense hasn't been playing to our standard, the Gators standard. Like B Spikes tell me every day he see me, he's like bring it back to that standard, bring it back to guys fearing us as a defense as a whole. So that's what we're trying to bring back this year in the 2024 season.
He's a guy that would know for sure.
Yeah.
Pup Howard's from Jacksonville. He's one of our guys. When I see him, I see a defensive end. He's like 6'4". Yeah. He doesn't look like a linebacker.
He's
a
grown
big
man.
guy.
Yeah.
But he's a linebacker. He's going to play next to you. Tell me about him. What does he bring to the defense?
Yeah, he brings, like you said, physicality, that grit, that effort, and just like what you're going to get every day from Pup. And that's 110%, no matter if he's well or not. So I'll say Pup was a great addition to our team and most important, our linebacker room. And I'm excited to play next to Pup this year.
A big part of what you'll do is those guys keeping people off you.
Mm-hmm.
That means Caleb Banks. That means Jackson. That means they've got to keep people off you. Joey Slackman's going to be in that group.
Good guy.
How do you feel about that line?
Yes, sir. I'm most confident. I have the utmost confidence in my defensive line. Coach Chapman, the new defensive line coach, he's been preaching it. I'm going to tell these guys to keep them off for you so you can make plays. So, they've been doing that so far, and I can't wait till August 31st so the world can see it. The world can see their improvement.
All right, so we're going to talk to Graham here shortly. What's he like as a dude in the locker room? What's he like as a leader on that team?
Yeah, he's a man's man. That's how I like to describe him. Guys gravitate towards Graham because he likes to connect. If he don't know you, he feel like he needs to know you.
Right.
So I'll say that Graham, if you don't like Graham, you don't like nobody. So I feel like Graham is the guy that you'll want to be your friend.
Final thing for you, Shemar. We asked Montreal the same thing. I'm going to ask Graham this. There are not high expectations for Florida. That's unusual. But I get this sense, Matt and I both do, that you guys feel a little differently about that in the locker room. Is there a chip on your shoulder? Is it a let's show the world? How do you manage it? How will that manifest itself, and how do you manage that part?
Oh, yes, sir. We just come in every day and work because we going to always have that chip on our shoulder. Guys, even some of the big name people are down there saying that we won't win more than 4 games. So, it's kind of like proving ourselves right. It don't matter about the outside. Let's prove them right at the end of it when we make it there. So we just going about proving ourselves right, coming in every day and working and keeping our head down.
Sounds awesome. The knees okay?
Yes, sir.
You're good to go?
110%.
You could do drills right now if I needed you to.
Yeah.
Right here on the carpet. No, I'm good. No,
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL's coverage of the 2024 SEC Media Days, brought to you by Instant Keys. If you're looking for even more college football content this fall, be sure to subscribe to our 1010XL Gators, 1010XL Seminoles channels.